Sup nerds, I'm Wes.
I'm Tom.
Today we're doing sick tricks on our skateboards with this cool trick-taking game from All Play that's on Kickstarter, and it's really great and you should check it out.
So, Sick Tricks is like Rocket Power, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and I am out of skateboarding references that I know.
Those are the two I had.
Those are the two? You shooby.
What's a shooby? You're...
Quick disclaimer before we get started. This is a Kickstarter preview, so this is a prototype we have at the table. So some of the artwork may change, some of the components may change. We don't have anything final because it's a prototype and that's cool, but we did get a really good look at how the game plays. We had a lot of fun with it and we're here to tell you about it.
So Sick Tricks is actually a relatively simple trick-taking game. It follows all the standard rules of trick-taking games. The difficult comes in how specific you have to be with your predictions. There's tons of these prediction cards out there, and you have to say how many of them you're going to complete in the 12 trick round, and you have to, let's say if you think, I'm going to be able to complete 6, you're forced to get specific about half of those. So you have to take 3, and you have to put them on specific cards that you think you're going to get. And the cards of predictions are like, play a 3 or lower, win with a banana suit, win with a planet suit, have the least tricks amongst all players, or whatever.
And it gets a little trickier as well, because it's not just in the whole round of 12 tricks. It's those 12 tricks are divided up into sections of 4. So in the first 4 tricks, what will I get in that? In the second 4 tricks, what will I get in this? So it is pretty like granular when you are betting. 'Cause that's really what it is. It's adding gambling into a trick-taking game where you have to bet on what you think you will win, what you think you will get. And like Tom said, half of those have to be, I'm specifically going to get this one. And the other half are just things that you need to win. Like you can win anything with those half. But you need to win that many and not win more than that many.
Yeah, if you win less, you get negative points. And if you win more than what you claim, right? So, like, I'm only going to win 5 of these things. And you really start winning 6, 7, because it's mandatory. It's not optional. If it says win with a banana suit, and you win with a banana suit, you can't say, no, it's okay. I don't want to claim that prediction. No. You have to.
You did.
You have to!
And if that is above what you originally predicted, I'm only going to win 5 of these things, but you actually do that one, now it's negative 2 points. And actually negative points are pretty common in this game. Yeah. So I don't know if you can see the scoreboard over there, but maybe there were 2 out of 3 players who ended with negative points.
1, 2, 0, negative 2,
negative 4, negative 6, negative 8. It's like a negative 12. Hey, 12, that's the highest score on there.
It's a big thing to figure out how many to bet, what your total number is, because it really is better to overbet than underbet, which I feel like makes some of the betting a little bit less risk, because again, I'd rather bid over, because it's negative 2 points if you bust, and it's negative 1 point if you don't hit it.
Yeah.
So you would rather overbid, except for on the specific. When you bid the specific, I'm going to win this one, that one's a little bit higher risk. But I think that makes it fun and it makes people want to bet more.
But also because you're forced to make half of yours specific, the more you try to do overbidding, right? Oh, I'd rather lose negative 1 point for not getting it versus negative 2 points for for busting or whatever. Well, now you have more that you have to be specific about too.
That's
so
fair.
It's a line, toe the line. You're on a tightrope. You know how they hold the pole.
Yeah, come on. All right, come on.
But also with the bidding, because half of your bids are public, where you're saying, I am going to get this thing, you definitely do get the table talk of like, oh man, Tom has to win this one. He bet that he would win this one. Forget everything you have to do and make sure Tom gets negative points on this one.
And also, this player bid on this thing, so they think they can do that. So they probably have a lot of this suit in their hand or whatever, right? A lot of information. So this is now there's kind of like been a modern, lots of new trick-taking games, right? None of which are Baby's first trick-taking game. And this isn't Baby's first trick-taking game. I think Sail, which is also on this Kickstarter, we have a review for the base game on here. Sail Legacy is on this Kickstarter. That is definitely not Baby's first trick-taking game. But I think compared to Sail, this is a little bit more family-friendly because the rules are pretty straightforward. You probably already know how to play the game, especially if you know a trick-taking game already. It's the specificity with doing well
Yeah.
You can play the game, no problem. And honestly, I think after one learning game, you can do a lot better with the predictions and the bidding.
This is probably like Baby's like second or third trick-taking game. Like, if we're going with that analogy,
Considering babies. Now, you know how babies, they drink milk? This is like, the milk.
It's like adding a little bit of vodka into it. I also think it's interesting that the number of suits in the game is dependent on player count. So in a 3-player game, there are 3 suits. In a 4-player game, there are 4 suits. So that does kind of help if you're playing with less players. It kind of narrows the field in a little bit. So it's it's either easier or harder depending on what you're trying to do.
And the art is super cool. It all looks like Banksy, graffiti type stuff.
I don't know if Banksy is the word I would use, but it definitely fits that.
Isn't he a graffiti artist? Sorry. Isn't he the only graffiti artist I know?
We had a lot of fun playing this one. Definitely recommend you check it out. Back the Kickstarter. Get all 3 games, or if there's more, get more. But definitely this is one that you want.
There's just 3. Actually, I don't even. There might be 4. Who knows? Maybe they added a 4th.
If they threw some more stuff in there, get it all. All the all-play games are great, though.
They really are. And you know what else is great? Game Toppers, which is what we're filming on right here. They're the sponsor of Neverboard Gaming. You know what else is great?
Subscribe to our channel, because if you do that, you'll never be bored.
Boom.
Sup, nerds? I'm Wes.
And I'm Wes.
Today we're just